Wow, we're going back down. Damn, that's crazy. Man. Got a couple coins to look at. Cryptex Finance. I mean, how disappointing is this, right? 1 second, you wake up and your portfolio's up 86%, and then like you don't sell and you only up 14%. It's just crazy. This is crazy. What a nasty market, man. We got Silver Days in the house. We got Jordan Tyler in the house. We got Gordon. What's up, man? How are you? We got Tony with Zevik requests. Sato any day. We all going down for now? Yeah, I know. Yep, we're all going down. Oh my gosh. That's... Look at this. Hey, buddy. I already gave you food. No crying. No meowing. Okay, buddy? Let's see. You got 14 people on the chat. That's not bad. It's been a couple minutes, so that's pretty good. Probably going to cap at 20 to 40 this stream. Unfortunately, when the market's down, like, viewers don't really come, but it's fine. We're still going to live stream. We're still going to stay consistent. Mondays and Thursdays around 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Let's see. Zebik? I don't think Zebik's doing anything. I guess we can make an update video here. Yeah, it's still holding this key area of support at 2035. So as long as it stays over here, then we do have a chance at a bottom, and 2046 and 1.5 cents for a higher high. Keep in mind that's exactly what happened last time. Is it? Yeah, it is. Although technically we didn't get up to the 1618, we did break out and make a higher high. So basically the same thing follows right now, which is you're getting really close to 2035 though, which is closer than my comfort, but technically we're still over it. So you really need to keep price action over that area. Sato, I don't think anything's happening with Sato either. See, that's the thing. Nothing's really happening with anything. So I don't think, we're just going to be looking and saying the same thing. Yeah, so Sato's still getting rejected at the 2363 too. A couple things going for it is you did reset on the stock RSI. So typically when you do that and you do at least have a nice recovery, a nice move up, keep in mind that's, this is what we're basing the information off of here. You got a nice recovery rally. So if you're trading it, maybe you'll have an opportunity to sell somewhere in here. But on the macro time frame, as long as you're getting stuck at 1 to 18, then it doesn't matter. It's still bearish. So even like last time when we talked about it, you went up 100% and you just gave it right back. So it needs to really break out of this area. Can you please check out Velo? Thank you, sir. What's that? Oh, Craig Berg. I haven't seen you in a while. Welcome back. It's funny, you're back at like the most bearish time ever. It's funny, I always look at my phone. Am I rich yet? No. No. I'm not. But it's okay. It's okay. I believe. No, I'm just joking. Believing really doesn't actually like... you know what? Never mind. I take that back. What am I looking at? I completely lost my train of thought, man. It's always funny transitioning from like work and then like, oh, crypto analysis. So yeah, such a sudden shift. I can't wait until my Dogecoin makes it. I'll have a little bit of a breathing room. Let's see, Velo protocol. I mean, look at you, man. Craig asking for Velo. It's the same thing, you know. Yeah, so for Velo, it broke this uptrend, unfortunately. But what's good is that we can move the goalposts because technically you're still making a higher low, so you could still theoretically like have an uptrend here, and you're still validating this channel anyway. For Velo, you did hit oversold. It looks like you're about to cross the moving average actually, which means typically that we did put in a bottom. So did we? Where did we hold? Yeah, I guess we didn't even hold the 382. So I guess we need to get back over 2095. As long as we get over 2095, I would say the targets on the upside are still valid. What you don't want to see is a bigger move down. I'd say that if it does come all the way back down in round trip, then you are going to end up at 22 to 41. So, so far so good with Velo. I would be a little bit more comfortable if it was maintaining price action over 95, which is at 89. But keep in mind, this might just be an anomaly in a flash crash and another sell-off, because it looks like the entire market's going down right now. So it's not just Velo, okay? So when we do go turn bullish again temporarily and when we have a chance of going back up, we really need to get back over 95. So that's pretty much it for Velo. Top dog in the house. What's up, Philip? Sato is holding. It is doing good. It is still accumulating and consolidating in that range. So it is doing good. What's happening and what's up, Meow? It looks like alt season is stalling. Bro, it looks like alt season is canceled. I'm just joking. It's not canceled. I can't say that it's canceled because nobody wants a bearish YouTuber. Like, you guys don't come over here to hear me telling you guys that it's bearish. You guys want hopium, so that's exactly what we're going to find. And one hopium is that I still have my Dojo on Mars. So if I truly did think that we were bearish, I would have sold that, and the channel would have been transitioning into only being Bitcoin and me being a Bitcoin maxi, which is what I'm transitioning to into next cycle, which is only buying Bitcoin, making videos on Bitcoin, daily videos on Bitcoin, and just being a Bitcoin maxi, while obviously looking at altcoins and your guys' coins too. But that's one hopium, is that at least you know that technically I'm eating this sell-off with you guys. For the time being, I don't know how much more my heart can handle. Let's see. Are we getting alt season? I feel like this is a good question. Gordon, welcome. Welcome to the end of the live stream. I'm just joking. It's not the end, it just started. Arrow, what's Arrow doing? It's still holding support. So I really don't need to change Arrow because, look, you're still over the 382. And I think that still coincides with support, right? Yeah, it coincides with 0.5. So you still have support. Right now, I would say the targets on the upside are all still valid, which is getting back over $1.07. Just keep in mind, we could still come back up to $1.07, which does coincide with, yeah, the 0.5 area of resistance over here. Yeah, I would say that, you know, with the RSI and the stock RSI being where they're at, it's not as oversold as it could be. But just keep in mind, last time we were oversold back here in March of 2025, it did mark a bottom. And we did have a nice move and a nice rally up from here. So we could still hit oversold and have one final sell-off. At that point, Arrow is probably going to land between 62 and 69 cents. So, sorry, 62 and 67 cents. And that might mark a bottom. But again, we might have bottomed already. So It might just be up from here, and the price action to get over and the price to beat would be $1.07 right now, which is the 618 from the high to the low. That's pretty much it. Not financial advice, just my opinion. Just crypto meow analysis. Oh, dude, damn. I completely forgot the light. Yeah, I gotta move this. So, we have ants. So, unfortunately, I have ants. So, I have to put this up here until pest control comes. You know what? I'll just put it right here for now. No, you know what? I'll put it right here. Yeah, I gotta get my sign. I mean, I didn't pay $300 for nothing. I gotta show you guys my really cool logo. All right, where are we at? AVNT Avantis. How's that looking? The new coin that came out, the one that I hate, the tokenomics. Yeah, so kind of like Zebic, it is close to the key area that it needs to stay over, obviously at 53 cents. And as of right now, I'd say $1 in play, but just keep in mind, again, I always say this and I always say again, so just know you're not the only one asking for Avantis. But this coin did just come out. It does have a fully diluted value market cap of 600 million. Obviously, if you look at the market cap and price ratio, and if you look at the token unlocks, you can see that we are just now getting to this giant hill of them releasing coins. So if you don't know what that means, then you probably shouldn't be putting your money into crypto. But if you do know what that means, then you're kind of, you're right. It doesn't necessarily have to go down. And if a coin does have good fundamentals and good partnerships, and it really doesn't matter, all this TA doesn't even matter anyway. But I don't like the fact that it does have such a big and steep token unlock schedule. So if you don't know what that means, please do your own research and get familiar with that. Because it is inflationary, and if you're putting your money into something that's inflationary and that has that kind of a token unlock schedule, then you're just basically exchanging your money for people when they stake or whatever the tokenomics is. What is it like? Foundation ecosystem growth, community on-chain incentives. So yeah, incentives, meaning people get incentives and they're probably selling. So while you're buying, the coin is being inflated and selling pressure increases because they're distributing more supply. So anyway, I don't mean to be very bearish on this. Obviously, it doesn't mean it can't go up, but just keep that in mind. And then in terms of price action goes and TA goes, coin just came out, so very limited information I have to work with. So $1 right now is in play, and 53 cents needs to hold. Otherwise, you're going to do something like this and come back down and retag below. So, I'm watching to see if Dog and Me stays above 23. Sold half my large full tilt position on recent, but just DCA, watching carefully. What's up, Keith? What's going on with the Dog and Me? Oh, wow. Nice. Okay, so yeah, for Dog and Me, it is respecting what we looked at last time. So obviously we said we had support at 23, so that's what you wrote. Yeah, so you sold half your large full tilt position on recent DCA, but I hope you sold like when we actually did come back up here, but nothing has changed. So we said it needs to stay over 23. We said that it could still get a bounce back up to 37 and 50. So if you did get into that trade, which I think you're saying you did because you sold, you actually did 68%. So good for you. 68%, that's a good amount. So we did get stuck at resistance. So for people that are holding like me, that are delusional, and they're like, oh my God, my coin's going to go 1,000,000%. Unfortunately, we're round tripping, right? You got stuck at resistance and you got smacked back down. So technically, I mean, you could still argue making a higher low, validating an uptrend. Technically, it's not over. It will only be over if we do break below that 23. And if not, then you're just going to get consolidation, accumulation, and then another attempt to beat 37 and 5. And then once price action goes above this level, then obviously this, we're going to the moon, and that's what we indicated last time. So But anyway, if you got into that trade, good for you and congratulations. Thanks, brother. Glad to be back. Yeah, welcome back, man. Is there anything left for FET? Didn't it? Isn't it being transitioned into another? Isn't it migrating into another coin or something like that? Oh man, this is so brutal. Yeah, I don't want to change anything for FET because the candle hasn't closed yet. We're still technically in this downtrend. Damn, that's pretty bad. You know what? I am going to redraw it because that's crazy. I mean, where is it stopping? Yeah, I mean, we have support at 12 cents, I guess. The hell was that? Yeah, so we got support at 12 cents, and I'd really hate to use this wick, so I'm not going to. I'm just going to use the close. But technically, you still have resistance at 45, so exactly like Dog and me. You know, you could come back up to this area and get stuck and still be bearish, okay? Because you're still on a downtrend, right? So you're still making lower highs and lower lows, okay? So very bearish. You don't need me to tell you that. You could use the power of sight to see. Anyway, so 46 cents to 67 cents is resistance. I mean, if you're getting into a short trade, then obviously you have an opportunity to sell between 90 and 200%. But keep in mind that if you're holding it, it's still validating this downtrend. You're still making lower highs, and you have long ways to go before you turn macro bullish again for FET. Now, saying that, I think they're migrating into another coin, right? Fetch, Singularity Network, and Kudos have collaborated to establish, yeah, okay, all tokens will be consolidated to create a universal AI token. The ASI. Okay, so I think it's migrating into ASI, right? I don't know, but you guys have to do your own research on this, but I don't know if, like, since they're collaborating and they're merging, I'm assuming that they are going to be creating a new coin. So just keep your eyes open for that. And if you're trading it, be aware of that, because if you're holding, then you have to migrate anyway. So let's see. I wish that we could just get enough for an altcoin season to break even and get out. I'm not looking to break even, man. I haven't wasted 4 years, 5 years, I guess 7 years of my life in crypto to break even, man. Could you please do a Giga Chat and Popcat? What's up, Lou? Welcome to the live stream, man. Popcats. Yeah, nothing has changed with Popcat, actually. We're just still stuck in resistance. So for Popcat, I guess I'll make a video on this. Taking a look at Popcat on the live stream. So nothing has happened from the last time that we looked at it. RSI's oversold. We did put a double bottom in, which is good because, again, the last time we were extremely oversold, we did put in a bottom and we attempted to break out, although we did make a lower high and we didn't get that breakout. Now we still have resistance at 23 to 35 cents. So if we do get price action staying over this previous low at 12 cents, you're looking at consolidation, accumulation, and then another attempt to break out. Just don't get overly excited if you do see Popcat at 23 to 35 cents, because although we can still come back up here and retest this area, it is still resistance and we could still break down from here. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. I will keep you updated, and thank you so much for your support. Free lightning for 2 beans. Let's go, man. Hey, thank you so much for the 2 beans. I really appreciate that. And then let me know what you want me to do. You can't just super chat and then not expect to put me to work, you know? Thank you so much for the $2, man. I don't like October is like by far the worst revenue month ever since I started. So when I started, like November of 2023, my channel monetized in June of 2024, man. So it took 8 months to actually get like any ad revenue or any money. But from that time to now, October, like for my ad revenue, it's literally the lowest, and it's because it's just nothing but bearish, unfortunately. And it makes sense because my account is also very bearish. So let's see my thoughts, which is not financial advice. Buy red and average down all long positions you own. We may have to hold longer, but holding is better than panic selling. Yeah, definitely. Back in 2017 bull run, I was buying and holding a ton of super cheap alts, and I gave up right before 2021 bull run. Yeah, that was me at XLM. I gave up on it. I would have had like that was me in Dogecoin and XLM. I would have been a millionaire. I would have been a millionaire. I just hate it that I have to be one of those people that's like, oh, I would have, could have. So like that's why I already know I'm gonna make it happen. Or I mean, I'm gonna freaking try. But like, I hate that. That's like so cringy. I hate saying that. But yeah, I agree with you. So it's the same feeling, right? We're literally like, oh, we're not gonna get alt season, and then XLM went to like 2 cents. Do you guys remember that? Oh, we're never gonna get alt season. Final capitulation, and then all time highs. And I'm like, what the hell? My coin just did a 20x. Yeah, that's why I'm just gonna hold it to 0. Like it's not gonna make or break me. Like whatever. But I agree with you. I know that feeling. I hate looking back. I could have been done sooner, but honestly, like at this point, I'll just have to wait and be patient. This feels like right, yeah, exactly, because it's like, oh, are we gonna get alt season? Whenever you hear people say, are we gonna get alt season, is when we are going to get alt season, basically. What's up, Nights of Insomnia? Welcome. How over is it from 0 to 0? It's not over. I don't think it's over. I think we're gonna get alt season. So I don't think, if you're asking me if it's over, I don't think it's over. Are you able to do an update on Moonwell and GigaChat, please? Yeah. Yeah. So for GigaChat, freaking bearish. That's what I gotta say. I mean, yeah, we were literally here, and now we made a lower low. But I think we're saying we're maintaining support, right? Yeah, we have support at. We're sitting on support right now. But let me just redraw these targets. Excuse me. Let me redraw these targets. I'm not using that wick. I'm gonna use the close. So yeah, it's just I'd say still bearish under 1 cent, 20 bullish over 18. Yeah, it's still bearish, unfortunately. If you're going to get another move down for whatever reason, I mean, are we oversold? Yeah, we're extremely oversold. So I do think we're putting in a bottom right now. I don't know if we're going to get like a final capitulation down, but if we do, we have support at 203, which is like another 50% capitulation. What do you mean by round tripping? What do you mean? What do I mean by round tripping? I mean, okay, here, let me tell you what I mean about round tripping. What I mean is that if you bought here, okay, and you held this entire way, and now fast forward to today, it means that basically, if you put $1,000 back in June, although you had the opportunity to sell $15,000, you round tripped, meaning that your $1,000 that was $15,000 is now $1,000, and all of that happened through the course of 1 year and 3 months. That's what I mean. Anyway, BTC went from 114 to 108 so fast, so depressing. I know. I'm like literally looking at my portfolio deteriorate. Ugh, man, am I having a stroke? What's up, Matthew Dropco? Mog Whale is in the house. We could take a look at Mog for you. Round tripping is never selling your coins, so money goes from... Oh, hey, look. I use 15K because I use GigaChat as an example. What's up, Ari? Let's go. Free Lightning for 2 beans says, can we look at Swiftcoin? I know you're getting tired of looking at it, but I want to buy more. I'm not getting tired of looking at it. And you gave me $2, man. What? like I'm just going live because I have to stay consistent no matter what. Like we've been live streaming consistently Tuesdays, Thursdays, and then like the weekend. So I have to stay consistent. Tuesdays, Thursdays, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And then weekends, it's morning time after I do the watch list videos. So it sucks. It's brutal. Like there's no reward. I'm not saying that because you guys don't have to super chat. I'll look at all your coins. I just have to clarify that. But as somebody that's like trying to become a YouTuber and content creation, it's just so discouraging. But What I have is that it took me 8 months before I monetized my channel, and I will also never forget that. So no matter what, I'm super grateful anyway that I'm at least doing like getting ad revenue and stuff for this. So even though you guys aren't like sending me super chats, me being on here and then you guys getting hit with the ads still gives me money. So I do appreciate that. I don't need it like I don't need $1,000 of super chats, because I know that when we do start doing good, then I know y'all are gonna be happy and I'll be happy and I'll just be like, hey, don't even super chat anything because the second you guys see Doge on Mars to like 5 zeros, you'll know, oh wow, I made it, I freaking made it. Let's go. Yeah, so for Swiftcoin, nothing has happened from Saturday's update video. So we did have to kind of move the goalpost, but we're oversold. We're about to cross the moving average. The RSI, the stock RSI is completely reset. So, I mean, I don't mean to get your hopes up, but if I was looking at this chart and if I was buying Swiftcoin, I would probably be dollar cost averaging right now. Or if we do have one final capitulation, it would be around the 2056. But I think you're putting in a bottom right now. So I think the bottom's already in for Swiftcoin. Especially just keep in mind, we're going down. Bitcoin just dropped like $5,000, right? 12, 11, 10, 9, $4,000 like from when we started, and it's barely moving. So we are definitely putting in a bottom for Swiftcoin. So that's what I think. And thank you so much for the $2 and the membership. I really appreciate it. Matthew Dropco, the Mog Whale is in the house. Already said that. Thoughts on WIF? I'll take a look at it for you. The news on Coinbase suspending future on Moonwell, is that bad? Yeah, it is. Anytime that like Coinbase or anything like removes pairings, like Binance removes pairings and delists coins and removes futures, anything like that is bearish. It's not good for the coin. I wonder what that did for the coin. I mean, I guess it didn't really do anything, and it doesn't mean that it has to go down. But I don't like that. I'm not a fan of it. Nothing has happened with Moonwell. Our targets on the upside are still 2 cents 30 to 3 cents 20. So we're still bearish. I mean, I don't know how else to say it. We are still bearish, unfortunately. I round trip spell up to 202 two times already. But been buying a ton. I have 50 million coins now, so this time up we'll take profits. Oh no, the market, you can't tell the market that, because if you do, it'll never go up. It's like the whole Matrix thing, It's like, oh, so he's learning, which means that now we're just going to send it down, and then he's going to panic sell, and then it's going to go up. Appreciate you, Meow. Thank you so much for your lightning. Have you looked at Turbo yet? I love that. No, we haven't. Have you looked at Turbo yet? That's like the passive way of doing coin requests. Hey, by the way, have you looked at Doge on Mars yet? Let's see, Turbo. I got you, Turbo. And plus, even if we didn't, we're barely getting any coin requests. I'll go ahead and take a look at it like a million times for you guys. Yeah, I mean, time's going by fast, right? We've already been live for 28 minutes, so that's not bad. Yeah, so for Turbo, man, I wish Flipcoins was here because we would have set this, like, this is perfect prime example of why we always talk about it, right? So you had support at 37 to 47, and typically when this breaks, we do unfortunately come back down and retest the 786, which is exactly where this box is, okay? So we have support here at any point. I'd say we could bottom. Hold on. Hey, what's up? I already gave you guys food. What do you want? You want to play, but it's not dark. That's cute. So we have two outdoor cats that we're just holding for Vision until he comes and adopts them, Spanky and Spanky Jr. So anyway, when it gets dark, I play with them with my laser. So I have a laser pointer, and I play with my cats, and then like I turn off the lights outside and I play with them too, like through the screen. And ever since I've been doing that, like they just sit at the door and they just meow, or like if they're hungry, but I know I just fed them before I live streamed, so I think they want to play, but it's not dark yet. It's only 5 o'clock, like 5:15. So it's like you gotta wait, you gotta be patient. patience. Okay, yeah. So for Turbo, we said, anytime that breaks, your best bet is making a higher low, getting stuck at support at 19 to 25, which is where we're at. We are putting in a bottom for Turbo, in my opinion, too. It does look like the RSI is crossing the moving average right now. So hopefully we get a good move up, and the move up does need to break 205, which is the 618 from the high to the low. So nothing has happened. And then I'd say if it breaks below 2019, then it's just straight up over for Turbo. What was it? Oh, whiff. The gentleman asked for whiff. Let's see. Yeah, it's still bearish. So bearish under 58 cents, bullish over 87 cents. Unfortunately, nothing's changed. RSI hit oversold. We got a buyback. I mean, this was an anomaly, obviously. So, yeah. So whiff is extremely oversold too. So I do think it is putting in a bottom. Keep in mind, just don't get overly excited until we break 87 cents. What that means is that we can still go back up to 87 cents, get stuck, and come back down. How is Vara doing? Oh my gosh, he's actually where's Aloe? Is Aloe still here? Dude, someone's asking for Vara. What do you mean, how's Vara doing? Are you trolling me? Yeah, nothing has changed. How does Vara look, man? Vara's like, I mean, you're gonna either wake up one day and get a, I don't think it's going back to the high, but I think 4 cents is in play. So you're gonna wake up one day and get a 20x from the current price, or you're gonna wake up one day and you're gonna lose. All your money is gonna be gone. So that's what I think about Vara. Buddy, hold on. I was late. I hate to make you repeat yourself. Yeah, no worries. We don't have that many people. We're not getting that many coin requests anyway, so don't even worry about it. But yeah, if trust me, if I don't want to look at a coin, I'm just gonna be like, I'm not gonna look at Turbo for the 7th time. Like, I'll actually say that. But if it's like once, twice, 3 times, and especially since you're always here, I'll look at it for you. Like if it was, Mr. Jaguar over here asking me about Vara like 7 times, then I'd be like, okay, you gotta go. But all right, let's see. I'm just joking. I didn't mean to single you out, Jaguar. Let's see. Have you looked at Bind stock yet? No, I haven't, but I could take a look at it. I always go back and watch the whole videos live. Oh, thank you. Thoughts on AVT oversold? Aventus. Bro, this, as long as it doesn't look like Vara. Aventus is holding up good. No, Aventus is holding up good. It is still consolidating. You've put in a bottom here. Look, you triple bottomed, and you did hit oversold, so it is oversold. You did put in a bottom. You respected $1.21. So Aventus doesn't look bad, and keep in mind, also with Aventus, it's very small market cap, very high potential, and it's only on Coinbase. So it's a high risk, high reward, because again, if it gets delisted on Coinbase, you're screwed. There's nothing else. It's going to zero. But as long as it stays on Coinbase, and when it gets more partnerships, I mean, you're looking at 10 million market cap. Sorry, you're looking at 8 million market cap and a 10 million supply. That thing's going to get eaten up. So a lot of upside potential for Aventus. And so far as price action goes, it's respecting $1.21. So I'd say Aventus is doing pretty good. Got a lot of coins that are making lower lows, that are near their lows, and then you got Aventus that is just consolidating and accumulating right now. So my question, would it be safer for me to sell Moonwell for a loss, or should I wait until I break even? If that even happens, my average is 6 cents and I'm down $2,500. Should I wait it out? Thanks for your help. I can't give you financial advice, but I can tell you what I would do. Like, just straight up. And I could be wrong, right? Damn, your average is 6 cents? Bro, that was not a good time to buy. This right here was not a good time to buy. But hey, we've all done it. I've done it. Learn from this mistake, okay? This is exactly why we look at the indicators when it's overbought and when it's oversold. Because if you like a coin and if you see it going up, you just gotta simply wait until it gets oversold. It will hit oversold. Nothing stays overbought. This is literally a cycle. So You just got to be patient. You might have had to wait like 6 months, right? October, November, December, January, February, March, April. Yeah, 6 months. You might have had to wait 6 months, but yeah, at least you didn't have to hold during this depth, and you could have bought here and actually been in profit right now. This is why we look at this, okay? This is why you're here, because you want to see the indicators and you want to see this. I know a lot of us get really excited. We're like, oh my God, it's going to the moon. Or you get really excited about a coin and you think it's going to go up, and it's all psychological. You just gotta not do that. Just don't ape in. What I would do is at this point, I mean, I don't know. It's so like you'd be selling a bottom, you know? You'd be selling a bottom. You're making higher lows though, so you're making higher highs, and technically a little bit of hopium. I mean, you're still in this channel, so you're still making higher highs and higher lows, right? So I don't know. I mean, if you need the money, you got to do what's best for you. But if you don't, and if you can wait, maybe I would say wait until it goes back up to at least 3 cents to 5 cents, because you still have resistance there, and at least you'll get some sort of a recovery rally. You know, it's like me basically telling you, hey, I want to sell Dogecoin Mars, right? And you guys are looking at me saying, oh my God, like you're literally selling a bottom. You know, like look at the chart. You see the chart? Like, it's kind of the same concept, right? You're literally bottoms, and the entire market's putting in a bottom right now. So if I were to sell here, I'd be selling a bottom, right? So that's what I think, but not financial advice, just my opinion. I've been DCing into Moon at these prices. Got a nice average cost, 2 cents from 4 cents. That's pretty good. Are we cooked, chat? I don't think so. Cooked, well done, burnt to a crisp. I think Farcoin is going to come back from the dead. Is it dead? Oh my God. Was that support? Dude, look at this. Another perfect example. Yeah. Look at this. We set the 236,382. If it breaks below this area, we're cooked. And what do you know? We came down to 618, 786, 618. We're not just making up these numbers, right? Literally, it's just repetitive, right? At this point, for Farcoin, if you are Allo and if you're buying it, you need it to break 54 cents, and $1.01 would be 2 selling targets for Farcoin. No financial advice, just my opinion. Did I miss anyone's coins? Please let me know if I missed your coin. Sorry, I got distracted with Fartcoin. But let's take a look at Sapien. This was requested. Taking a look at Sapien on the live stream. So yeah, so actually our target is our chart came true, right? We said this is a bottom, right? We bottomed here, and I didn't use the close, and I put the 236,382 at 13 to 16 cents. So for whoever got in a short trade, not even buying this wick, but buying this low, you had an opportunity to get 100%, which is really good. Now, if you didn't, you got smacked back down, and you're still consolidating under 13.5 cents, which is bearish. But the good thing is that it didn't come all the way back down and give everything back. So once we break this area of resistance at 1350 to 1650, I'd say to the moon, and we're basically on our way to 22 cents. And then I'll keep you updated, though. We'll just have to wait and see if we do manage to break this area of resistance. Because if we don't, we're probably going to come back down to these lows. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. And thank you so much for your support. Oh, man. What are you thinking, Meow, for November, December in terms of alts? Just your opinion. My channel did really good in November and December. So I think that based on history, I think we're going to do good. I think we're putting in a bottom right now with Bitcoin, and then I think we're gonna get alt season, hopefully, either November, December. We're gonna have some sort of alt season. I don't know, like I don't want to say like alt season, like we're gonna get some sort of recovery rally and relief rallies for altcoins. We're gonna get some relief there, in my opinion. And if we don't, then I'm just gonna hold to 2026. So, I mean, you see my portfolio. I always show you my Dogelon. So as long as I have my Dogelon, I'm bullish. But the second I sell, and the second I sell everything, then just know I don't think alt season is gonna happen. So we're in this together. I definitely learned from the mistake. That's good. It's my first cycle, so I got to make better decisions on the next one. That's what I thought, but this is my third cycle. I actually made money last cycle, though, but then I gave it all back this cycle, so it's fine. You live and you learn. Pyth and Cookie DAO, you got it. In your opinion, how much lower can Spell go? I mean, Spell is already bottomed, man. It's not making lower lows, right? Yeah, I mean, you're already... Damn, it actually did make a lower low. I mean, if Spell's really going to break down, I'd say 3 zeros 13, but I don't think that's actually... I don't think that's going to happen. Actually, 3 zeros 13 isn't that bad, right? Yeah, it's another 58% capitulation. No, I think you're putting in a bottom right now. You're oversold. Like, there's... I don't know. Unless this thing just completely gets delisted... It might. I mean, it might just get delisted. It might just be a scam, and this thing might just go to zero. But if on the other, the flip side of that, just back to its 382 is 500%, guys. So keep in mind, it also did it twice. Look, it did it once and then twice. So you had a chance of flipping 500, a 5x twice, So, yeah. Gamble, in my opinion. I think whatever coins we look at here and that are hanging around their all-time lows, and like any chart that looks like this is a huge gamble, in my opinion. Unfortunately, it's a huge gamble for Dogelon Mars too, because that's exactly what Dogelon's doing. So I don't mean to FUD you out, but like my coin is doing the same thing. But I'm just accepting that risk where I believe in the coin and I think it's going to go up. So I think it's going here. So let's look at Cookie DAO. Cookie. Yeah, Cookie DAO is still respecting all the fibs. So you kind of double bottomed here, not using that wick. So we have resistance. Yeah, so that's still the same. And then most likely that other one is from here to here. Yeah, let's delete that. Yeah, so for Cookie DAO, you're still good over 6 cents 90, so that is still support. And then you have resistance still at 12 cents to 18 cents, which we got stuck at last time. You're in this downtrend, so we do need to break out of this downtrend. Maybe we'll break out, use it as support, and then bounce up on out of here. But that's what we're hoping for. And then anything under 6 cents 90, it's basically going to zero. Is Bitcoin breaking down? Oh man, dude, what the oh my god. Damn. How low do I think BTC will go in the next 24 hours? I don't know. Let's see. Let's check Pyth first. Yeah, Pyth is bearish still. So Pyth is still bearish under 15 cents, bullish over 22 cents, 41 cents would be in play, which will invalidate this downtrend. But right now it is still bearish, unfortunately. So nothing's new on Pyth. Sapien about to rip, boys? I hope so. Yeah, I'm pretty tired. All right, let me get some water. Oh my god, banana bread or pumpkin bread. Oh man, so nice. Let's see. Oh my gosh, man, what is going on? 107. All right, guys, kumbaya. Let's light the candles. Ari, to answer your question, I would say worst case scenario around 103 to 112, which is it's under right now. So, yeah. I guess if you really want TA on the hourly, I'd say 105 to 107. But I'd say 103 worst case scenario. And you already actually came down and tagged it twice. So, yeah. Damn. That's brutal. I mean, I should buy more Dogelon, right? Like, at this point, like, screw it, man. Like, I actually should buy more Dogelon right now. I'm actually tapped out. Yeah, I'm tapped out. Let me check. Yeah, this is like so brutal. I guess I could put $2.67 into it. I mean, is this buy wall gonna hold at 73? Freaking brutal. Yeah, let me do a video on Bitcoin. Taking a look at Bitcoin on the live stream. So we are breaking down right now on the live stream, but we are still technically in support. So we do still have support at 103 to 112, which we are retesting right now. We did come back up and retest 112 as resistance, okay? So like we always say, previous support flips resistance. So we did come back up to 112 today actually, and then we got this giant wick, and then we got smacked back down into the shadow realm. So it's good and it's bad because obviously it's going back down, but it's good because we're actually still respecting this area of support. So I'd say that as long as it stays over 103, then 139 and 148 on the macro time frame is still in place. So macro time frame, so not overnight, not tomorrow, not in the next hour, but on the bigger time frame. So as far as the RSI goes and the stock RSI, we did get stuck at the moving average, so we are getting some sort of a correction right now. And the stock RSI is completely reset. So I do think we are putting in a bottom here. So that's just what I think in terms of Bitcoin price. Now, taking a look at Bitcoin dominance is going up. Surprising, not surprising. I do still think that we are going to get big moves up on altcoins when we do finally break below 54%. So nothing has really changed. Unfortunately, we're still going up. So if you're holding Bitcoin, good for you. But if you're holding altcoins like myself, we are still in the boat and we are still in the waiting room and we're still on the rocket ship waiting to get to the moon. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion. I will keep you updated, and thank you so much for your support. Bam. Thanks for checking. Yo, Ari for 5 beans. Man, thank you so much for the 5 beans. I really appreciate it. We're super bearish. We are super, super bearish. So I do appreciate the 5 beans. Thank you. What did I miss? Okay, so I said I got your BTC request. Can you look at gold? Yeah. No, what is it? GLD. No. Why am I blanking on this? There we go. Oh my god. Oh, wow. Gold is having a huge correction right now. I guess. Oh my god, gold is having a huge correction. Look at this. Down 8%. I mean, how am I even supposed to do TA on this, dude? Oh my god, I should have been buying gold in 2003 when I was a baby. Let's see. I guess I wasn't a baby in 2003. What am I talking about? I should have bought gold back here. Oh, wow. It actually... Dude, it took that long for it to go up? That's crazy. Yeah, I guess let's take a look at it on the weekly. Yeah, on the weekly, man, it is so over. Look at this. Look at how oversold it is. The stock RSI is literally curling down right now. So obviously we're in for a correction. How low can it go? I mean, if we're still bullish, I'd say 29 to 3400. Yeah, I'd say 30 yeah, 29 to 34, which let's see if I think it respected this too when we had the giant run. It did respect that. We did land in between 800 and 1000. And I guarantee you people, just like if I make a video now saying 34 to whatever 29, people are going to be like, "Oh, you're crazy." Like that's yeah, okay, but like look at what happened last time, right? We had a 45% correction. So, is it crazy to think that we're going to have a 28 to a 41% correction? No. You know, I think if it's starting to turn bearish, we get like a correction like this, we start going up and, consolidating, and then we have another move up like exactly like what it looked like before, right? Actually, very consistently, right? Just a bigger time frame, obviously. But even here, right? Anyway, that's what I think about gold. I should have probably made a video on gold, but it's okay. Wait, what's Bitcoin doing? What is BTC doing? Oh, it's back at 108. We're back, ladies and gentlemen. We are back. All right, let's take a look at crypto again. But I hope the guy that asked for gold stayed for the video, because I didn't make a video on it. Gold gonna drop 5% tomorrow? Probably. I mean, I wouldn't put it past it. People are buying right now. It's like when you see people going to Costco and buying gold now at like all-time high prices, that's how you know, like, oh, it must be your first time. I'm just saying, like, not like it could work the other way, and people that do that and then like they make money on it, they're like, ha, I was right, and so everyone has their own plays, so you got to respect it. I feel like I'm in the Beetlejuice waiting room right now. What about Degen? Boulder 8. Very interesting name. Barely 108 resistance now. Well, no, it's 112 resistance, but on the bigger time frame. I mean, if you want me to look at yeah, Degen is still bearish, Boulder. There's nothing's changed with Degen, unfortunately. Yeah, it's still holding the previous low. We saw resistance at 43 to 71. So if it breaks below this area, I'd say you're cooked. Yeah, that's the last area of support. So I'd say previous lows, if not lower lows, are in play. And that would be very, very, very bearish for degen. Taking a look at Cryptex Finance on the live stream. So Cryptex Finance, we did have a nice move. We did say that it had resistance at $2 to $3.71. So you actually came up and you did almost tag 203, but unfortunately you couldn't see the follow through, and it did give it all the way back. So nothing's bullish right now. I know everyone was really excited for this move, and had it held it, and had we at least gone into resistance and consolidate in this area, then we could have started looking at the targets on the upside. But it is pretty bearish when it does come up here and get smacked all the way back down to price action before the move. So that's not a good sign. So it is still bearish under $2. And then once we do get over 364, it is going to be bullish on the macro time frame. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. I will keep you updated, and thank you so much for your support. Let's see. Okay, we're holding 108. That's good. No, we're going down, guys. We are definitely good. Like, when do you see Bitcoin ever going to 112 and back down to 108 for it to go back up to 112? We are definitely going to be in for a deeper correction. Yeah, for sure. I really do think that. Unfortunately. How's my Dogecoin looking? Not good. Oh, no. Oh, no. Come on, Dogecoin. Come on, Dogecoin. It's because stock futures are dumping and gold. Yeah, but like, since when did that have anything to do with Bitcoin? You know? Bitcoin was supposed to just basically be its own thing. Hold your noses. I know. Yeah, I mean, this doesn't look good, but we need to get a reversal now, basically. Yeah, we need to get a reversal like now. If we don't, we're literally about to break the previous low at 107. And I guess I'll stay live for it because I mean, I might as well. We'll make history together, but yeah, we really need to. I mean, I think we're putting this solidifies it. I think we're putting in the bottom now if we do get that capitulation. So we'll just go through it together. So what are we looking at? We're looking at 105 to 107. Right? Yeah, 107.3 and then 105. So we might go there fast, tag it, and then start moving up from there. Come on, bro. You should know this. Wall Street controls it now. Until BTC ETFs. Oh, no. Oh, no. We're back. Hey, we're back. Let's go. Yeah, let's take a look at it on the 1 minute, actually. I think it'll be nicer to look at it on the 1 minute. Yes. So right now, here are our two targets. We got 1086, and then we got 1073. Where is it going to land, ladies and gentlemen? BTC hit 114K today. It hit 112, right? Oh, no, yeah, you're right. It did hit 114. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. Yeah, $6,000 just gone. How crazy is that? That BTC can just drop 6K. Freaking brutal. It didn't even, like, my coin didn't even move. It went up 3K and it didn't even move. What's up, Londo? How are you, man? How are the Lamborghinis? When am I going to get one? When am I going to buy one? When is my Dogecoin going to go up that's going to give me the money to buy one? Come on, Dogecoin. We just got to try to range here, let the shorts pile up. Oh, hey, we're going back up. Watch, we're gonna come back up to 1086, get stuck at resistance, and come back down. Oh wow, 69% say we are getting alt season in 2025. Wow. Lambos to me are small rental homes. Yeah. I mean, I could buy a used one. I could buy like a $80,000, $90,000 one. I mean, yeah, technically it'll still be rental homes, but like in not in California. It's not where I am. Well, definitely not where you are either. But yeah, I mean, if you're talking about like the brand new ones, yeah. But no, I'm obviously talking about like the old ones. Don't accumulate real estate, but wifey and I like it. No, that's good. Accumulating real estate is obviously it's positive cash flow. You get big enough, you have property managers, you don't even have to deal with it. So in the future, you just sell it and you roll profits into like your dream home. I don't know, you might have your dream home right now, but no, it's definitely the smart thing to do. Um, at least we're in the pit together. Gonna be Lord of the Flies soon. No, I don't think so. I think we're gonna make it. I do think we're gonna make it. I think we're putting in a bottom right now. That's actually what I think. Yurts and tiny homes. Yeah, you could. I was looking at this thing. Obviously, I would never buy it because I need a lot of space. I want an actual real house. But they have these modified houses, manufactured houses in Texas, and it's like this long, like 2-story like shipping container kind of thing. It looks like a shipping container, and you could get them for like, and it looks like something like from that one movie, with like the houses. They were all like the same houses, and it's like an alien abduction movie. It's the guy from Social Network, and the guy from the Magician movie. What is the name? What's the name of the guy? I Spy or I See. Uh, anyway, so now you see me, right? Wait, hold on. Um, yeah, it's Now You See Me. Yeah, that one. What's that guy's name? Let's see. Whatever. I don't know. Vivarium. Yes, that horrible movie. Yeah. It's like that. It looks like that where everything is like the same. It's like cookie cutter houses, and you could get one for $100,000. Doesn't look bad. I mean, it was fine. You know, they did a tour and stuff, but it's like imagine just like cookie cut, like just like getting out of your driveway and every single house literally looks the same. It's just like shipping containers and that's it. It's Vivarium. That's what it was called. Thank you, Hayden. Thank you. I'm trying to feed off your positivity. It's getting harder. I think we bottomed. I think we're putting in the bottom right now. But I could be wrong. Yeah, I mean like if I'm wrong, then like dude, my there goes my portfolio. So it's not looking good. Another like 30% capitulation for me, which is like a lot. It's getting harder. I haven't been worrying until a big drop, but we have to have some good news. Yeah, super reasonable metal container homes with windows, etc. under 150. Yeah, I was looking at it. I think it's not bad, and especially if you get those for rental properties, that would be. I bet the maintenance on that is absolutely nothing, and they're newly built, so it's not bad. You just need to make sure they're not in like Tornado Alley or like you don't get hit with like tornadoes and stuff. But I feel like those houses definitely have like a downstairs or like something like that. and insurance probably on them and are so cheap because again the maintenance and everything on it is very, very, very minimal. You should go into incognito mode and look at houses. No, I'm not gonna look at, dude. With what? Like, I'll do that when Dogecoin goes up. I'll do that when Dogecoin actually eats a zero again. Like, how many of us thought that Dogecoin was gonna be at 7 zeros? That's crazy. Dogecoin is cooked. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate it, bro. Vivarium is good. I just watched it again for the third time yesterday. Oh, no way. That's funny that you just watched it and I just remembered it. Yeah, it is. Like, what? So, like, they're aliens and they're, like, growing. They're, like, people or something like that. Like, what kind of what kind of sick, twisted movie is that? Like, why wouldn't they just let him go? Like, do they not go back to Earth? Do they just all live there until they die? So they take them and then they, like, make them raise their alien kids or whatever for whatever reason, and then they just like let them stay there and they die, or do they like? I always thought I was like, okay, like what about if they take them back? Like if they were good, and if they like raised the kid and everything, maybe they would take them back. You know. You see that robot prototype that can build houses in 24 hours? So yeah, yeah, I have. I have seen that. I've definitely done my share of scrolling through TikTok. They basically steal their souls, I think. Well, no. They make them like raise the kid and the kid is alien. And the whole point is like the alien kid is going to go to the storefront again. And it's like a continuous cycle where they like take them to the ship or whatever, and then they're given a kid to raise. So it's like raising a kid, and maybe I think it's like that way the kid is raised, like they're raised, but like they're human, you know. Dogecoin will have its moment again, y'all. It's just the top memes, just like the most top memes. Just wait, Dogecoin's the pimp move. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm all in on it. I have 176 billion, so I'm glad I'm killing it at the job because this all sucks. Grim, welcome. Welcome to the hour mark, man. Amish built cabin kits. Speaking of vision, new food review. Oh, you guys want to watch a new food review? I won $300 at the American Legion tonight. They have a video slot machine things there. It's run by Ohio Lottery. They don't pay as much as real casinos, but still. Yo, Matthew Dropco put in another $300 into Mog. Let's go. Hey, congratulations. That's a win. Let's take a look at Mog for you. Taking a look at Mog on the live stream. So I do think we are putting in a bottom for Mog right now. Keep in mind, we do still have resistance at 6.49 to 6.75. So unfortunately, it is still bearish until we break 49. And it's bullish once we do break 75. Once that breaks, then we can look at the targets on the upside. And we need to invalidate this downtrend that's forming. But that's pretty much it for Mog. Keep in mind, we did get rejected at the moving average right now with the RSI. And the stock RSI did reset. We are curling up. So again, I do think we are putting in a bottom right now. And we should hopefully get some sort of relief rally. None of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion. I will keep you updated, and thank you so much for your support. Altcoins will have their moment, but if you blink, you'll miss it. Josh Tag, welcome to the live stream. Welcome to the end of the live stream. We've been live for about an hour now, so... Oh man, I gotta edit these videos that I made. I gotta post them. And then I think my wife made pumpkin bread. So I think I'm gonna eat pumpkin bread and watch a Halloween movie with her. This is Halloween. This is Halloween. 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 Don't forget Toshi. That is a bad kitty. That is one bad kitty. I mean, yeah, this thing is so bullish. Oops. Toshi is like super bullish. And you could just tell based off of our chart. Like you got a lot of coins that are basically like doing like this, and they're all like down here about to like break their lows, right? But you got Toshi that's about to break the 618, right? Yeah. So Toshi's still very, very, very bullish. I guess I should make a video on this. Taking a look at Toshi on the live stream. So nothing's changed with Toshi. I just wanted to make a video on it because it's still very bullish. I'd say once it breaks 3085, then we should break up on out of here and probably get a really big move up. And on the downside, we're pretty far away from 3048, but just keep in mind that that area does need to hold in case we do get a big capitulation or a correction. That's pretty much it for Toshi. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion, and thank you so much for your support. XLM is dumping after a little positive pump. Yeah, but so is everything. It's not just XLM. Yeah, XLM is still over 28 cents too, so it's still not cooked. If it breaks below 28 cents, I'd say you're cooked. The hard part is that my credit union is down in central Ohio, so making a deposit there is not easy from up near Cleveland. Wait, why do you don't have like, why don't you have like you don't have like Bank of America or something like to make a deposit? You don't, oh, you have a credit union. Oh, okay, so you have a credit union, which most likely means that you get really good like rates and stuff. Yeah, credit unions are good. Okay, so you just have to drive further down. Damn, so that means that you have to wait to buy more MOG. There's a Navy Federal Credit Union ATM in the Walgreens. I think I could deposit it there since I have a Penn Fed Credit Union account. Then I could transfer funds. Yeah, you could do that, but if you're transferring in between banks, that's going to take like 3 to 5 business days, right? It's not just overnight. It's going to take some time to transfer from bank to bank. That's crazy, right? It's just crazy to me that like it takes so long for banks to move their money. Londano for 10 beans. Wow, dude, that's crazy. We're super bearish and you super chatted, man. Thank you. I really appreciate that. You're a cool dude. Gracias, amigo. De nada. And thank you so much for the 10, man. I really hope we make it. And I hope your Toshi goes up. I think you have Toshi, so I hope your Toshi goes up and I hope my Dogelon goes up. But I do think that the dogs will run together, so I think that we're just waiting for Doge. Like, Doge isn't even doing anything right. Yeah, it's going back down, so it's all basically doing the same thing, unfortunately. So, yeah. And thank you so much for the 10 beans. I really appreciate that. What do we think about Froge? I don't know. What do we think about Froge? This? Which one? I'm assuming it's this one, right? Only hold BTC, ETH, and Blue Kitty. Only hold. Oh, you only hold that? Yeah. So I'm sure you know because you were here for that. But next cycle, I'm only like this channel is only going to be Bitcoin. So I have my Robinhood, and we're only going to be dollar cost averaging down and buying Bitcoin on the channel. So no more Dogelon, no more like when you guys are like, hey, what coins do you hold? I'm literally going to be only making Bitcoin videos, like daily videos on Bitcoin. Obviously, we're going to look at everyone's coins too, but I'm just talking like for me, it's just I want to be a Bitcoin maxi for next cycle. So I'm literally only holding Bitcoin next cycle. That's it. It's not been too long of a time to transfer between credit unions. Usually they're overnight. That's good because I haven't done that in forever, but I remember that back in the day, like 20, 25 years ago, when I tried to transfer, yeah, this was a long time ago, like more than 20 years ago. So I had a Bank of America account, and when you try to transfer from Bank of America to like Navy Federal, I also have Navy Federal too. It takes like 5 days. Like I didn't see my money for like 5 days. So maybe it's different if you do credit union to credit union. I don't know because I've never had two credit unions. So yeah, this is the one. So what do I think about it? I think you're gambling. I think that this is a gamble. I think it has really good lock liquidity to market cap ratio. And I think you're attempting to be bullish over 85, bearish under 33. Sorry, 80 is 5, bullish over, bearish under 80 is 3. And I mean, this thing back up to its all-time high is going to be... So you're looking at a 10x back up to its all-time high, which is the 30 million. So, I mean, it is a gamble, but you are stuck at the 382. So you're making higher highs. So it really depends. It is a gamble. So you need to get back over 80 is 59. And when you do that, consolidate. And then 70 is 15, 29, and then 7 previous high are going to be in play. So good luck with Froge. It's not bad. It has really good lock liquidity to market cap ratio. This is around 33%, so that's really not that bad. You're already 50% BTC. Good for you, man. You already have a head start on me, man. So I have 0 BTC. I have a Bank of America, but I don't have. That's funny. Yeah, my wife has a credit card with them, but doesn't have a checking account too. And I was like, why? But I guess that makes sense. I mean, especially if the credit card is good and has deals, because she has the Disney card, like the Disney credit card through Bank of America, but no checking account. So I don't know. I always like keep everything in one place. But I get it. I have one other credit card, like one credit card that's not through my main bank. So I guess that makes sense. And I use it like for points and stuff. Thank you, Sir Meow. Thank you, Knights of Insomnia. I hope we make it. I have 3 credit unions. The only reason I have Pentagon Federal Credit Union is because when the bank who had the Vanity credit card for NRA members decided they didn't want to keep banking with NRA, PedFen took over the accounts and credit cards. Huh? 3 credit unions. You must probably get really good offers and really good rates. They only gave me a PenFed credit card, but allowed me to. They not only gave me a PenFed credit card, but also allowed. Oh, that's really good. You probably have really good savings like interest too, with them, because I know credit unions, they have really good savings. So you're probably at like over 3% right now, whereas Bank of America, I don't bank with them anymore with such a scam. They like do like 0.1% for your savings. How bad is that? That's so bad. Why would I keep my money in your guys' bank if you guys aren't giving me at least like 3 to 4%? What time is it? Oh, 6:03. We've been live for an hour and 18 minutes. Yeah, I started at 4:45, so I started like 15 minutes early. So I think that's it. Here, let's make a video on Doge, actually. Doge. Gotta make a Dogecoin video, of course. Taking a look at Dogecoin on the live stream. So nothing has changed with Dogecoin. I just want to make a nightly update video on Dogecoin. So we are still maintaining price action over support at 18 cents. We are still validating this uptrend, and we're making higher highs and higher lows across the board. So I do think we are putting in a bottom right now, as long as, again, we stay over 18 cents and it doesn't fall off the table. And as long as that is the case, when we turn bullish again, 26 cents is in play on the upside. And then once you come up there and break out of there, then we can start taking a look at the targets on the upside. But that's pretty much it for Dogecoin. I will keep you updated. None of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion. And thank you so much for your support. As long as I do some degree of direct payroll deposit, I can have the savings account. Same thing with Taylor Credit Union. They came to our work and offered free checking like 10 years ago. That's nice. Yeah, I think my thing has one too, where it's like if you direct deposit a certain amount of money in the checking account, then there's no fee. But I always thought paying a fee for a checking account is just straight up scam. It's straight up a scam. And I don't have one for savings, so that makes sense. My main payroll goes to my credit union. I signed up with them like I started SafeLight. When I started at SafeLight, SafeLight replace, SafeLight repair, SafeLight repair, SafeLight replace in 2000. But I send $10 a check every week to Telion savings checking. That's not bad. $10 a week. What is that? 40 times 12. That's 480 times. What is that? 25 years. What's 480 times 25? If you did that for 25 years. Yeah, damn, 25 years. What is that? 480 times 25. Let's see. Let me do the math. What is it? 480 times 25. 12K. It's not bad. Now you got to take that and put it in MOG. Bam. You got to turn that 12K into like 100K. And then you got to do it one more time and turn it into a million, and bam, you're done. I'm assuming that doesn't include like the interest and things like that, and that's assuming that you did it like since 2000. But that's pretty cool. That's pretty nice. It's nice that you get to just automatically set up like weekly recurring drafts from your accounts. It's nice. I tried that, but then I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do it manually because my accounts are both like my checking and my savings account are both in like one account. It's like both under one login with the same bank, so it's easy for me to just transfer. So, anyways, I think that's all for tonight. I'm surprised we got as much super chats as we did. So, I really appreciate all the super chats. That's awesome. We're bearish, so I wasn't expecting any. I never expect any, but I do appreciate the super chats. Thank you so much for all the super chats, all the members, all the subscribers. We will go live again at 5 p.m. on Thursday, so around 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Just remember, none of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. I will keep you updated. Like as if I'm making a video right now. Yeah, so none of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. Have a great night. Have a great week. Have a great Wednesday tomorrow. I hope we don't fall off the table. I hope we all make it. And I'll catch everybody on Thursday's live stream. Have a great